Hello everyone, welcome back. This is our third video. We are going to focus on how to go to your course content. For example, if you enrolled in leadership management, diploma of leadership management, to find out your course units, you can go to the learning plans. At the same time, you can see in the middle part of the dashboard, you can see navigation, my course. So click over here, you can see there's a list of the courses over here, list of units over here. So your first unit is going to be BSB FIM 501, Manage Budgets and Financial Plans. So just clicking. So you can see there's a menu which shows you about the content of this course. So the first button is learning resources. The second, third, and fourth one are about the assessment tasks you have to complete. And then after you complete, you need to complete one feedback. So here we also have the announcement. We are going to talk about it a little bit later, and also the attendance. Okay, so for the learning resources, you can go to learning resources by clicking over here, or you can just go down. So for learning resources, you can see the unit of competency details, assessment requirements, which tells you about the requirement of the unit. You are required to read the first two documents before you start your learner guide. So here the learner guide is the resources, main resources you are going to use for completing your assessments. Okay, here is the PowerPoints related to the learner guide and the unit. You can just click it. Okay, so you can read the document over here, or you can just download it. As you can see over here, the download button over here. You can also print out. Okay, let's go back to the unit. So then when you ready to start your assessment tasks, so you can click the assessment task 1. So here you can see the assessment instructions. So if you go inside the instructions, there's some rules over here you have to read and understand it. If you have anything not clear, you need to clarify with your trainer or assessor. So here we've got the context, conditions of the assessments, assessment appeals, reasonable adjustments, and reassessment, and also plagiarism, and and the evidence we're going to collect, and assessment decision-making rules. So you are required to read these assessment instructions, and then you are required to complete declaration. So here we go to the declaration. So that's the pre-assessment declaration. So it's mandatory before you start your assessment task 1. So click answer the questions. So you can see there are 8 questions over here. You need to choose. You need to declare that the assessment process and tasks are fully explained to you. You are aware of the which evidence will be collected and how. So you need to choose yes. If anywhere you choose no, it means that some information you are not clear. Your assessor or trainer is going to explain to you to ensure that you understand it before you actually start the assessment. So now, after you make the declaration, submit your answers, and then you can start your questions. So here, you can see the question instructions over here. There are about 22 questions over here, and you need to read through the instructions over here. And you can see that you can have only two. You have only 2 attempts, so you need to be very careful. So you can, previously I clicking. So so if you haven't finished it, you just continue. So continue the last attempt. So you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to complete in one go. So any questions you complete, the system will save for you. So next time you can continue. So for example, there's a questions over here, and then the answers, you just type in your answer over here. Question number 2, type your answer over here. And here you can see on the right hand, you can see a navigation over here. It will, if you click the number, it will directly lead you to the question you are working on. So for example, if you click 15, it will directly lead you to number 15. So after you complete all the questions, you can click finish the attempt and then submit. After you finish the assessment, you also have to make a declaration. So this declaration is called cheating, plagiarism, and collusion declaration. So there's only one declaration question you have to choose. So you have to choose yes. If it's no, it means that you have cheated and you have your assessment needs to be redo. So please ensure that you're not cheating, plagiarism. There's no plagiarism or collusion. And then after you finish assessment, so now you finish assessment task 1, and then you can work on assessment task 2. So for example, assessment task 2, still the same process. You have to read the instructions of this assessment, and then make the pre-assessment declaration, which is mandatory, and then start doing the assessment. The assessment 2 is a case study, so you can see there's instructions over here, and a case study 1, 2, 3. And then you can, it's also like 2 attempts. You need to be very careful when you are answering the questions. So when you're answering the questions, so for example, question number 1 to 4 are related to case study 1. If you want to review the case study again, you can just click here for case study scenario. So you can see over here there are 9 questions related to these 3 case studies. So after you finish, you can submit it. And also the same thing you have to do is that you need to do the cheating, plagiarism declaration. And then you go to the same thing, go to assessment task 3 instruction and declaration, and then conduct assessment task 3. So after you finish all the 3 assessment tasks, you are required to complete a survey over here. So just click the survey and then complete it. So that's all about this unit.